Namaste everybody, and welcome along to this deep peace meditation class. My name is Jesse. Apologies for not having done one for a while. It's just been a very interesting time, but I'm very happy to be back and to be providing this service to you all. So this deep peace meditation class is going to be focused more around relaxing the body and bringing our minds into a good state of mindfulness and calm and a little bit of serenity. So depending on where you are, you may like to lie down for this. This will be 45 minutes, roughly 45 minutes. So you can lie down for this somewhere where you have where you're comfortable, but not so comfortable that you're going to drift off into sleep. Otherwise you'll miss the class. So just somewhere, I'm just sitting in a chair. This is comfortable enough. A chair which you can lean back in is quite good. And you can put your arms wherever you'd like. If you're laying down, you can have them really far out to the side. You can have them just next to you, in your lap, on your belly, wherever. Same with sitting up. You can just rest the hands in the lap if that's more comfortable. And if you're feeling once you're feeling comfortable, you can either close your eyes just gently. But if you feel that this is going to make you feel too drowsy, you can just a gentle gaze. Find somewhere close to you that you can just focus on and just relax the eyelids. And the first thing we're going to focus on is just our breath, bringing the focus of our minds to our breathing. We want to engage in nice, slow, rhythmic breaths, feeling the cooling sensation as you breathe in through the nose, and then that nice warming sensation as you breathe out through the nose again. If you feel you need to breathe out through the mouth, then that's perfectly okay. Just bringing your complete awareness to the breath. If you get distracted by noises or by changes in the, just any subtle things in your environment which grab your attention, even just thoughts. If your mind, find that your mind gets distracted by thoughts of tomorrow or today or the past or things that are going to happen in the future, just gently redirect the focus back to the breathing. Try not to get frustrated or annoyed. The mind is meant to think and is meant to focus, so rather than try and think of nothing, we're going to draw the attention, focus the mind onto something beneficial, such as our breath. So we're going to delve into some deeper breathing. We're going to go through the phases of a complete yoga breath. So if you'd like to bring both your hands just onto your stomach, just around where the belly button sits, that's where we're going to facilitate our breath. The abdominals are going to facilitate our inward breath. So what that means is as you breathe in, you'll breathe in nice and slow, and you'll push the stomach out as you breathe in, filling it all the way to the very peak of the inward breath. And as you exhale, you then draw the belly button back toward the spine. So try and equal your outward breaths with your inward breaths. Your inward breath is very important to be nice and slow and effortless, but and the same thing with your outward breath. You want your outward breath to be nice and prolonged and controlled, getting rid of as much of that air as possible without going past the natural boundaries of the lungs. So inward breath, pushing the stomach out into the hands. Breathing out, slowly drawing the belly button back toward the spine. Start fresh. Take your time with these breaths. Try and really feel comfortable with where you're directing that inward breath and how long and controlled the outward breath is. And from here, we're going to move our hands up onto our rib cage, around where the bottom of the rib cage is. And much like the abdominal breath, as we breathe in, we focus on expanding the rib cage out. And as we breathe out, we draw the ribs back toward the core, starting fresh from there. Ribs expanding on the inward breath, and ribs draw back toward our center as we breathe out. Following this pattern in your own time. When you're feeling comfortable with this breath, we're going to move our hands up onto our chest with our fingertips just gently touching our collarbones. And as we draw the breath in, our chest expands. Breathing out, our chest just falls naturally. Remember to take time with each of these breaths. If you try and rush or inhale too quickly or exhale too quickly, you'll disrupt that natural relaxing flow. So just taking your time. So a complete yoga breath is a breath that involves all three phases, combining all three phases of the breath that I just showed. So if you'd like to keep one hand on the chest, bring the other hand down onto the stomach, what we're going to do is control the different sections of our lungs. So as we breathe in, we want to breathe into our stomach first. Continuing the breath, we push the rib cage out, and then finally we finish the inward breath at the very top of our chest. And then as we breathe out, our chest drops first, we release the ribs second, drawing them back toward the center, and finally our belly button comes back toward our spine. So inhaling, filling from the bottom up, stomach first, ribs second, chest last, and then breathing out slowly in the reverse order. Chest drops first, ribs second. Finally, our stomach comes back and settles toward the spine. Start fresh from here in your own time. Making sure the mind remains focused on our breathing. Making sure we're consciously segmenting that breath to the appropriate areas first. Take 3 more of these breaths in your own time. And once you finish your last breath, feel free to just breathe normally from there. You can release your hands, put them down by the side if you're lying down, or just in the lap if you're sitting down in a chair. And we're going to delve into some even more focused breathing techniques, some nice yoga nidra. And what we're going to do is, with our inward breath, we're going to focus our inward breath to different parts of the body. And by doing so, as we breathe out, that particular part of the body will relax. So the idea is the inward breath fills the area with that prana, with that breath. And then as the air leaves that part of the body, it takes away with it all the tension, any rigidity, any stagnation that may be lying there dormant. So the key to this is to maintain focus on where you're directing your breath, and therefore keeping your focus on the breath in general. So we're going to take a breath in, we're going to send the breath all the way down to our feet, to the very tips of our toes. And as we breathe out, our feet and our toes relax, going into complete relaxation now. Letting go of all tension and pain. We're going to now focus our inward breath into our ankles. We're going to move through the body fairly slow, but we're going to be thorough. Drawing the breath into the ankles. Ankles release and relax as we breathe out. Our shins, the very front of our shins. Our shins relax as we breathe out. Our calf muscles behind the shins. These larger muscles sometimes need more than one breath, so feel free to take an extra breath if you need. Remembering to keep the breath, the inward breath, nice and full and relaxed and effortless. And the more breath you get in, the more you have to do, the more you can utilize, the more you have to utilize. Focusing our inward breath now into our knees, the entirety of the knee complex. Knees relax. Focusing our inward breath into the hips. Sorry, not into the hips, my apologies. We're going to focus our inward breath onto our thighs, our quadricep muscles. The front of our thighs, relaxing and releasing any tension or pain or discomfort. Moving the breath now to behind the thighs, where our hamstrings are. If you find it helps, when you reach the peak of the inward inhalation, as you're focusing on the area that you are sending the breath to, you may even like to hold the breath just for no more than 3 seconds, if that helps really pinpoint where you're focusing the breath. If it's uncomfortable to hold the breath, then just breathe normally. Moving up now into our hips. The entirety of the hip complex, the front of the hips, the back of the hips, all relaxing as we breathe out. The hips getting a little heavier. The entirety of our lower half of our body feeling completely tension-free. With our next inhalation, we're going to draw the breath to the very bottom of our spine, where our spine, our lower back meets our hips. And as we breathe in, we're going to draw the breath going all the way up the spine in one deep inhalation. And it's going to come all the way up to the very bottom, to the back of the head. And as we breathe out, the spine releases from the top down. This should inherently release our backs, the back of our shoulders, all released and relaxed. We're going to focus our inward breath now into our hands. Both hands all the way to the tips of the fingers. All the office workers out there who constantly use their wrists and their fingers and their shoulders. This is such an important tool in your arsenal to create a nice relaxed body after a long day's work of being so still. Our wrists as well, focusing our inward breath to our wrists, relaxing both wrists as we breathe out. Our elbows even, drawing the breath into both elbows, relaxing the elbow joint. Our arms are starting to feel a little heavier now, hands tension free. Drawing the breath into the shoulder joint now, where our arm meets our torso. Now shoulders relax. If you're lying down, you may notice the shoulders relaxing down, getting heavier, falling into the mat or in the chair that you're sitting on. And we're going to move up to our facial features now, relaxing our chin, our jaw, our cheeks, our lips, even our nose and ears, relaxing, our eyes, our eyebrows, our forehead, and our temples, all relaxing. At this point, if you'd like to do just a scan of the body, really pay attention to how much better it's feeling now, how much more relaxed it's feeling since before you started this session, really appreciating the time you've taken to do this. And again, if the mind wanders or starts to wander, just gently refocus it, draw it back to the body. Just taking a few moments here. Keeping the mind focused on our breathing. If there are any distractions, let them be like a bird passing overhead. They come into your field of awareness and then they fly off. Bringing now the focus of the mind back to the body, back to the awareness of how the body's feeling, and to slowly just come out of this deeply relaxed state. We're going to just start wiggling our fingers, wiggling our toes, keeping that breath nice and steady. You may like to move to rotating the wrists, rotating the ankles, getting all those creaks and cracks out, going in one direction and then in the other direction. You may like to just gently clench and unclench the fist and gently curl and uncurl the toes. And then you may like to rub your hands together nice and gently and put your palms over your eyes just to create a bit of warmth. Okay, bringing your hands down where you feel most comfortable. You can open your eyes at this point. Do it slowly. If you've been lying down, you may like to, if you'd like to, you can bring your knees up into your chest. If you've been lying down, holding them with your hands, and you can just create a gentle rock from side to side, just gently waking up that lower back. If you're sitting down, feel free to just do some gentle neck rolls. Again, we want to just wake the body up nice and slow. If you're on your back rolling, feel free to just roll onto your right side and take a couple of moments there. If you're sitting down, just remain seated. For those who are lying down, come up to a seated position now. And we're going to delve into some mantra meditation. And we're going to do some Gauranga breathing. And Gauranga breathing is where we just simply add a sound vibration, a mantra, to our outward breath. Forgive me for the sound. Now, a Gauranga breath works by using the mantra Gauranga, and it's the way it's going to work is we will take a deep breath in and we say the mantra in our mind, Gauranga. But the mantra Gauranga is broken into 4 different syllables: Gaur, Ra, Anga, like so. So as we breathe in, same thing, with nice deep slow breath, we breathe in and we say in our mind Gauranga, and as we breathe out, we externalize the sound Gauranga, generally for the entirety of our outward breath. But I have a drum here, and this drum is just going to keep a bit of time. I like the drum because it also has a bit more of an invigorating energy about it. Perfect for those who still have stuff to do this afternoon, make dinner, feed children, etc. So what I'll do is I'll do 1 Gauranga breath, and then I'll cue everybody when to take a deep breath in and then when to exhale with me, saying the mantra Gauranga. Take a deep breath in and exhale with me. Gauranga. Deep breath in and out. Follow that rhythm. Gauranga. Remember to keep the Gauranga mantra in your mind as you breathe in as well. Take 3 more of these breaths. Really focus on the mantra Gauranga. 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 This is the last one. Nice and loud from the heart. Gauranga. This time just say the mantra in your mind only. So that's Gauranga breathing. We're going to move into some Kirtan now. I'm just going to move that to the side. And Kirtan is a wonderful form of mantra meditation. If you haven't done it before, it's a call and response style of meditation. So you would have someone who would lead a chant with a mantra and a melody, and then there would be a crowd generally who would respond same mantra, same melody. And so since we don't have a crowd of people here, I'll chant the mantra to a melody, and I'll give you guys a chance to chant back. So the mantra we're going to do today, I didn't actually plan this, is we'll go Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. And hopefully that'll be okay. Okay, I'll get started. I'll cue everybody when to respond, okay? Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Your turn. My turn. Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Your turn. Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. 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 Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Haribol, Nitagor, Nitagor, Haribol. 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 Let's sing it together. Haribol, Nitagor, Nitagor, Haribol. Let's keep going. Haribol, Nitagor, Nitagor, Haribol, Haribol, Nitagor, Nitagor, Haribol. Let's keep going. Haribol, Nitagor, Nitagor, Haribol. One more time. Haribol, Nitagor, Nitagor, Haribol. Let's go one more time. Haribol, Nitagor, Nitagor, Haribol. So before we finish this session, that's all. Interlace our fingers wherever you are. If you have room to push your palms up above you, then do that. If not, you can just push them out in front. But we're going to, as we take a deep breath in, we're going to stretch above us. Nice deep breath in. And a big sigh out. We'll do 2 more of these. And one more. Okay. Well, I hope everybody's feeling nice and relaxed. And yeah, nice and relaxed and a bit more calm of mind. Hopefully I'll see you around very, very soon. It's been my pleasure. Take care, everybody. Namaste.